I am now going to talk to you about something which is normally not available, and most teachers will not go into this. They will talk about technology, but they will not talk about economics. What I am going to do in a very simple manner, talk about economics of public charger, and I will of course talk in Indian context, taking into account Indian interest rate on the capital. Where should the chargers be located? First thing, various government orders started coming up, we will locate them in petrol pumps. Petrol pumps, you drive, you fill petrol and get out. Ideally, you like to get out in 2 minutes, sometimes it takes 4-5 minutes. Even that you get upset, but 2 minutes is what you will do. So, the petrol pumps are small, could be 2-3 different petrol filling, the vehicles keep coming and going. So, they handle fairly large number of vehicles. The vehicles are not meant to stand there. At the corner they may have a tire filling, but then also they do not particularly like that space. Whereas, what will electric vehicle do? Electric vehicle, if it is a slow charging, it will take 4 hours. Even if it is fast charging, it will take 1 hour, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Now, no petrol pump owner will like the vehicles to be parked like this, they do not have space. So, petrol pump is a wrong place to put chargers. It is some fools sitting in Delhi who sort of said, let us put it in the petrol pumps. Petrol pumps are designed to move out a vehicle in less than 5 minutes. So, what is the place where you like to put? Well, a parking lot. Parking lot, you keep the vehicle for several hours. Car parks, at homes, offices, cinema halls, shopping centers. Even if you go for shopping, at least for 1 hour. This is what needs to be done. So, that is the first mistake that we need to correct. Remember, in less congested countries, petrol pumps are large. Space is not at a premium, particularly in highways, large petrol pumps are there. In India, space is always going to be a constraint, it is a high population, dense population country. The second thing about any charger is that you must always think of business viability. If I am going to go and put a charger, what will be my capital cost? What will be the cost of the space? What will be the operational cost, including the interest on the capital cost, and what will be the revenue? This simple exercise has to be done. Now, maybe one will say charger has to be subsidized. Initially, you can subsidize it a bit, but overall, like the initially petrol pumps were also subsidized, but when you multiply it, you can't. So, you need to always look at business viability. If there is a business viability gap, that gap can be filled up by government or some other agency, maybe by the vehicle manufacturer in the beginning, but in long term. Lower capital costs help, space cost maybe in revenue share. If I go to a parking lot, I will say, well, so much percentage of my revenue I will give it to you. Operational cost has to be electricity cost, maintenance cost, may use operator, that is always best, because otherwise you will put a person, and if the person is only charging one vehicle in an hour, it is actually bad. And of course, generally you should have a digital payment today. Let us just cost the AC001 and now that SAE1 will cost less than 5,000 rupees. Okay? And the business case is, suppose I put it on street corners or on parking places and I say I will charge you 10 rupees, you charge for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, I park, just give me 10 rupees plus electricity cost. Nobody will mind, electricity cost will depend. So, you can two-wheeler, three-wheeler, you may charge for 4 hours, something like 10 kilowatt, you may pay 60-70 rupees for electricity cost plus an extra 10 rupees, because I have installed the charger. So, suppose I get only 10 rupees per charger, and suppose in the worst case only one vehicle is charged in a day, even then my revenue is 3,650 rupees. It will easily pay for the capital cost, interest cost, AMC. Not the space, of course, if it is a parking lot, maybe parking fees charged. So, that will also take care of it. Let us take slightly higher charge, level 2 charger, 6 kilowatt. It may cost slightly higher, maybe 10,000 rupees. You may charge 20 rupees. Why? Because you are giving more electricity at a time. So, even in 1 hour you can charge 5 kilowatt. So, you will pay 25 rupees, but I am charging fast, I will read 20 rupees. Even one vehicle charging per day makes it a break even. 21 kilowatt charger may cost higher, 50,000 rupees, and you may have to put 3-phase power installation, in which a grid company will charge you 50,000 rupees. So, 1 lakh rupees. Here you have to charge 100 rupees plus electricity cost. Now, people may not mind, because they are going to take 20 kilowatt or 15 kilowatt of electricity. In fast charge, 1 hour they will like to drive back. So, if you do not want to slow charge, you otherwise slow charge. Want to fast charge, you pay 100 rupees, not that much. You do not have to charge anyway all the time, you will charge primarily at home, 10-20% time you do not mind, and maybe that 100 rupees can also include the parking charges. So, that can be done. So, basically these AC chargers are viable. DC chargers, let us take the cost of installation, maybe 50,000 rupees, plus the charger will cost about 1.5 lakhs rupees. It can be brought down, but that is a typically charger for 50 kilowatt. Now, DC 001 for example, 150,000 plus 50,000, and here also you are going to charge up to 15 kilowatt, you charge 100 rupees. If you charge 100 rupees, in a year you will earn 36.5k. 36.5k with one car, and you are spending 200,000 rupees upfront, you have to pay interest, you will never break even. You can do a calculation, take an interest cost of 10-12%, you will never break even, or you will be marginal. So, maybe if there are 2 cars, because car is charged for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour, 2 cars in a day, it can break even. You may subsidize that to begin with, but that is what is needed. But suppose I take a 50 kilowatt charger, whatever GB by TCCS, my cost is 5 lakhs rupees, plus for installing power I have to probably put a transformer or whatever, it will cost me another 150,000. So, 6.5 lakhs plus space cost. If you charge 100 rupees, if there is one vehicle charge every day, it will only give me 36,000 rupees per year, and I am spending 6.5 lakhs, it will become bankrupt. You need at least 5 vehicles to be charged, and people are not going to buy. Maybe you can make it 200 rupees, then maybe 3 vehicles are needed to be charged. This economics must be understood. Unfortunately, with all those economists sitting in government, in Niti Aayog, they do not do simple computation. Computation has been done by the West, I will just have to copy them. That is their thinking. Unfortunate, we are creating a huge problem because of that. To sum up, public charging and charging infrastructure is crucial for EVs to take off. Smaller vehicles may use home charging. Public chargers are economically viable, will proliferate. Large vehicles will be slow, will take off slow. Home charging is okay, public chargers will not be viable. That is the point that I am making.